Hey, welcome to part two of the summer solstice through winter solstice reading. So, this is from June 21st to December 21st, your outlook for all signs. Part one, we did the first 6 signs, not of the zodiac, because they're just kind of mixed in. The energies that wanted to pop up is what we did, and then we're finishing out the other 6 signs here. Please check out part one for the astrological impacts that are going to be for the next 6 months on everyone. Okay, I talk a little bit about that. I'm gonna go ahead and do another astrology video if you want to get into the astrology, and I'm going to do it from a ascendant point of view. So all the major aspects and retrogrades that are taking place in the rest of the year for 2023, I'll go ahead and give you just a little tidbit of what's going on for you from your ascendant sign. Okay. This is going to be an astrological view just for the next month, and then we're going to go into your tarot, which is going to be your career and money, your health and spirituality, and your family and love, some angel numbers, and whatever else wants to come out. We just kind of rock and roll with it, okay? So for you Saggies, first and foremost, depressions could be on the rise within the next month or so. So make sure you are really taking care of your mental and emotional health, okay? There could be a lot of stress going on, a lot of things that are going on negatively. But remember, even though some things may seem negative, it doesn't mean that that's what they are. Okay, there's always something happening to benefit you in some way. So if there's something negative happening, you need to kind of self-examine a little bit. See if there's something in your life that needs to be purged out, and that's why this negative thing is happening. See if there's a negative belief system, negative actions you're taking, you're harming yourself or harming someone else, behaviors, thoughts, emotions that are not healthy, anything that's not kind of in alignment with your higher self. That's when these negative things often happen. And sometimes we go through them because there's alignment around us that is not, or not alignment, but there are people around us that are not in alignment as well. And then because we're in their energy, and even if we have to be, we're gonna have that, we're gonna have to deal with that energy because we have to deal with other people. For instance, if you're at work and you've got a boss that's really negative and has a bad attitude and is coming down on everybody, you being in that energy, you're gonna deal with some bad situations. Some of those things you can take control of. If you can move to another job, great, then you can take action and move yourself out of that energy. Sometimes you just can't. Maybe it's not the right time, maybe you're not supposed to move, maybe they're supposed to move and they just haven't yet. So there's all these aspects that could be taking place. Some of these things may come out in your reading, so you may get a better picture of what it's pointing to for you personally. But if you want a personal reading, make sure you go to my Ko-fi page. I give out personal readings for astrology, tarot, compatibility, human design, you name it. Head over there. You can hit the donate button and it will take you to where to pay for the fees for those readings, and my email address to email me your birth information with time, please. And if you're doing compatibility with children, your spouse, your significant other, someone that you want to date, and you want to kind of know, should I date this person? Is it beneficial? You can have their information and birth time as well. Okay. All right, let's keep going with this astrology part here. So there may be like a period also where like you have a like euphoric experience. So like, even though you might be depressed through some of the time, it's almost like a bipolar energy here for you. Kind of very Gemini, like things are up, but then things are down, and then things are up. So you might get that depressive, the stuff going on, but then it might turn around and you might be really happy, you might be celebrating, you might be going out, like things might be good. Then you might find yourself like back in a situation where you're like, oh, here it is again, like I don't want to be here, I don't want to do this, whatever. So it's a back and forth type thing, okay? Hang on though, because all things do pass like that. So remember, stick to it, find out what's going on that is making you feel kind of ucky, and try your best to deal with that part of it, right? Enjoy the part that's good, and then try to learn from the part that's not so good. Okay. Definitely negotiate and delegate things. It's a good month to say, okay, I've got enough on my plate. Can you do this? Can you do that? Can you do that? And make sure that you are working with others. Don't be afraid to ask for help, okay? Don't be afraid to say, you're better at this. Here, you organize this, you plan this, you run that, and I'll take care of all this. Like, that's okay, all right? Helps you, it helps them, it helps everything flow a little bit better. If you're single, there might be somebody in your energy that's pushing boundaries with you. Somebody might be wanting a little bit too much, either time or information, or somebody might just be pushing your buttons, like to get a rise out of you. This could be family situations, not just like romantic. So just kind of be aware of those things that are going on, okay? If you are coupled, going on a trip might be a good idea. Saggies, you guys love to travel, so maybe just get out for the weekend or something. Yeah, just take an even short trip. It doesn't have to be anything long or planned, drawn out or whatever. Just go spend the night somewhere, do something you've never done before, and just kind of make some new memories, right? And then say no when it's needed. Okay, that's the big focus here, is that you're not stretching yourself too thin. You're not working yourself to the bone here. Goes along with that delegation too. The stars are really in alignment for you to lean on others at this time. Okay, collaborate. It's like that Three of Pentacles. Really work together, not alone. Okay. All right, so with that being said, we're going to go ahead and get to your reading. Again, we're going to take a look at the career and money first. And then we're going to go ahead and get to some of the other things that come out. And I will try to keep this short and sweet, even though it's going to be a little bit longer because it is a 6-month energy. So we are going to pull quite a bit of stuff that's even for an overview, okay? We're going to go ahead and do your monthly and weekly readings as well. So go ahead and check those out and see what the energies for some more detailed information are going to be, all right? Because remember, this is just basically the overview, okay? All right, so we're looking at this next 6 months for Sagittarius. What can we look at here for the career and money situations for these Sagittarians that are checking this out? What is career and money, material things? What does that look like? Queen of Swords in reverse with the Ten of Cups in reverse. So again, I feel like you're really unhappy. There might be somebody just like really arguing with you at work. You're having words with. That was what the energy that I picked up like right away. It's kind of crazy. I really feel like somebody is just really trying to get to you at work. Maybe even like push you out. Let's see. You've got the Chariot here with the Ace of Cups and the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. So in terms of money situations, there's an opportunity here that might be delayed in coming in. And I feel like it could be because you need to focus on moving in a new direction with something. Maybe there was a certain position that you really wanted at the job, and this position you thought, was going to be good, and it's really not the best position for you. In the long run, it's not supposed to be what happens here. There's a better position coming in that's really going to fulfill you in ways that you weren't really thinking about before. Maybe you were just looking at the financial aspect, or you were just looking at time management or something like that. But whatever it is, there was something that was just not happening for you. And this is saying like it's okay to move forward with maybe a different idea, okay, and let that other idea go, because it'll be more emotionally fulfilling for you than worrying about the money aspect or a physical aspect of it, like how many days off do you get, or your work hours, or something physical with an earthly time or balance to it. This is more of your will and desires and emotional fulfillment, okay? Doing something that you love, kind of thing. So if it's a job that maybe you take a pay cut in, but you're doing something that is more rewarding spiritually or something, I feel like that's the direction you need to move into with this, okay? The person that might be over you right now, like causing all these issues and making you so unhappy, it might be time to move away from that as well. And this new position that's coming in might get you away from that manager or that coworker or whatever, and you can get around some new people, some new faces. All right. You have intuition. So you might have already been feeling like your intuition is telling you that the negativity that you're dealing with at work here and with your finances it's already been draining you, draining your energy, draining, just draining everything out of you, right? And you kind of already know the answer. You already know deep inside, hey, this can't remain like this. Something has to change. Something has to shift. And you're already contemplating, what am I going to do? Where do I need to go? Like, this could be stepping out completely from your job and getting a whole new job, okay? This could be reaching out to someone new who's at your job and saying, hey, I need some help in this situation because I've got this person that I'm dealing with who's just cutting me down, sharp words all the time, really has no faith in my work ethic or doesn't believe in me. And, I know what I'm worth. I know that I can do a good job, but it really is kind of, that negativity is affecting my self-confidence a little bit. You know, it's just draining me. Like, I don't want to work with this person anymore. And it could be this new person will help you out big time. But again, trust your intuition. If you are one of those people who knows it's time to move on and you've been hearing that in the back of your mind, it's time to get a new job, it's time to move on, it's time to get something new, it's time to get something fresh, or they're whispering like a specific job for you to go do, even if it's like bagging groceries, as silly as it sounds, if you find fulfillment in bagging groceries, then you go down and apply to where you think you can apply to, and get some decent money. And again, it could be a pay cut from where you are right now, but it could be emotionally fulfilling because maybe at that job, you get a discount on groceries and you get to see some of your best friends working there, or you just feel like you get to see people around the neighborhood, and you don't want to be cooped up in an office all the time, or a factory where you're just, sick or slaving away or whatever it is. You want to be out and about, moving around, Sagittarius. I mean, of course you don't want to be bogged down. You guys are the explorers, the adventurers, like you want to meet new people every day. And if you're with the same people all the time, it's just not fulfilling at all to you. Like, you definitely need something a little bit more exciting, right? And sometimes that excitement can trump a bigger paycheck any day, right? Let's see what comes out for Saggies the next 6 months. What messages do we have for Sagittarius? What messages do we have for Sagittarius the next 6 months? Please. Holy Spirit, what messages do we have the next 6 months for Sagittarius? All right. Leadership. So there definitely could be a bump up for you. Okay. This could be even applying for a leadership position in a new job again. It's definitely something new coming in. So it's either going to be a new position, you could get a new boss. It's very possible that you get a new boss. And maybe you work really well with the boss together. Maybe they don't give you a raise like you wanted, but you're much more satisfied, and you have relaxation. So again, here with your health and body situation, just like the astrology, you gotta kind of be careful with that depression side that might want to kick in here. 10 of Cups in reverse definitely speaks of being very depressed, of being very moody. Even the Queen of Swords, this could be you at work being very bitchy, not wanting to deal with people, just kind of being like out of it completely, and you need to move on to a fresh start. Like, I'm definitely feeling like for health wise, you may need to reach out and get some healing, like from a physician or something. If you're depressed, seek therapy. Like, at least somebody to talk to can help you get over this you're trying to manifest something. It's here. You want something new coming in, but it's like you're blocked. And so, yeah, I mean, I feel like you might have to reach out and ask for some help. Like, this is like the God or the guides or angels or whatever, like handing you this cup, and you can take it and fill yourself up with it. And so use it. Like, there's help out there. You need to be filled and not be so drained all the time, or you're going to stay in that energy. So if that's you and that's your story, make sure you comment and let me know, like, is your intuition guiding you to seek some help and seek some therapy? Is it guiding you to have a new start? Is it guiding you to, maybe move forward in a relationship? Maybe you want something to manifest again in a relationship. You wanted this happy family, but it's just not happening for you. So, with this Chariot, this one's always so interesting to me because on the one side, he's laying down. The other one's ready to go, but it's like there's part of the situation that's not wanting to move. And in order to go, you've got to have both parts ready. So maybe there's an emotional part of you that's ready, but there's a physical part of you that just can't do it, right? There's something that wants to manifest here, and you're saying, "Oh, I wish this could happen," or whatever, but yet, physically it just, you can't get it up. It's not happening, like, I guess you could take that in a bunch of different ways, but shed the light on that subject, don't we? But yeah, like, it's a tough situation. It for sure is. Let's see what else wants to come out for you. Okay. Sometimes leadership is about taking control of your life and what you want and what path are you on. Do you even know? If not, then you need to sit down with a piece of paper and start brainstorming. Hey, I think I want this for my life. I want that for my life. I want to go here. I want to live here. I want to do this. I want to do that. Like, if you don't know what you want, how can the universe give it to you? And I see it all the time. People are like, I don't know. I'm still trying to figure it out. Dude, if you are 40, 50, 60 years old and you still don't know what you want in your life, you're going to come back to this world and do it all over again because you're not learning anything. Like, you seriously have got to know in order to be on the right path. Otherwise, you're not going to go anywhere. The prison waif, self-sabotage, poverty consciousness, number 31. So maybe for some of you, your words, your mouth did get you in trouble. You did get yourself into trouble, and you can't move forward because you kind of done did it. Your actions were not manifesting what you wanted. Your heart was in the right place, but it's not enough. You can't just want something and have your heart in the right place, but not line up your actions with it either, right? So self-sabotage is about, really, this is about taking responsibility. I mean, you can sit there and wallow and say, I don't have this, I don't have that, what are you doing to go get it? Again, your heart might be in the right place, but what are you doing to go get it? Are you making the right moves? Because it's clear that something's out of balance here. The Chariot wants to move forward. Okay? And when it does, it's a fast going, it's gonna get there. Like, this is something that they used to use for battle. But right now, you're at a standstill. You're stuck. Maybe you're focused on relaxation and not the action. Ooh, something's popping. The Temple Path, number 12. So when I say the numbers 12, 31, those might have some significance to you, okay? Number 12, the Temple Path. So this is about lighting the way, like spiritually, okay? Now Sagittarius is the 9th house, so it's all about higher learning, wisdom, spiritual connection, things like that. Like, so it's very possible that the answers will lie when you go to a temple, when you go to some kind of a path, a walking path, like you're hiking or something, and going to a place where you can connect, right? And it's in that meditation, it's in that prayer that you will find answers to this. The Garden and the Gate, number 30. I feel like these are both very similar in that they're different kind of places that you can go to kind of get some insight. This garden that is beyond this gate, you know, gates are there to set a boundary, right? But you can't enter in or out without opening that gate. And so be very careful that you haven't built up a wall that you can't get out of. That you can't open that door and get to that path and go to that special place where you can reach God, or even your higher self who knows God, who's in touch with God, right? The Holy Spirit, which is connected with all of our spirits, yet can give us the answers. Sometimes we wall it off because we distance ourselves so much. I'm seeing a lot of gates here. There's a bridge, like sometimes you gotta open the doors, cross the bridge, like, you know what I mean? Like, in order to get there and get in that place of peace, you've got to first open the gate and walk through. And then there's a world to explore out there too, outside of that gate. Transformation. This is definitely leading you to a transformation here. Finding that special place for you. You might already know what it is. You might already know the exact place you want to go, the exact place that you love to run to, you find peace in, that you pray in, you find answers in. And there's likely no one else there. It's just you. It's quiet. You can stay there as long as you want. And in that place, you connect. And you get the answers that you need, right? And then you're able to move forward to the blessings that are coming towards you. Absolutely. Like, the universe wants to bless you. They don't want to keep you stuck. They don't want you to struggle. They don't want you to not know which way to go. They don't want you to have these thoughts and feelings and things that are hard to deal with, right? They want to help you find the answers. Okay? Again, butterflies, finding the transformation, okay? And remember to be thankful. Look around you, because there are blessings all around you. This 10 of Cups in reverse is just how you're perceiving things at that time. Likely because you're not perceiving all you do have. Whether it's shelter or food or running water, right? A bath. The beauty in the rainbow after the storm. The warmth of the sun in your face. The night sky that you can gaze at. You know, the birds and the butterflies and the things of nature that surround us. There's all of these things, right? That we take for granted so many times. And sometimes it's those simple things that bring us back to a place of being thankful. And when we're thankful, we're not depressed. Well, if we can stay there, then we find that we're much better to find the answers to other questions of life, especially the big ones. Like, where is my career taking me right now? Where am I headed? Where am I going? Now remember, this is the next 6 months. So this is a huge time ahead. You could be struggling with these thoughts and this depression and things being blocked like this for the next 6 months. It just depends on your energy. If you go to these places and then you allow this transformation to happen, you're trusting your intuition. You cut out the self-sabotage, okay? Then this might not be 6 months from now. It might not be 3 months from now. You can completely change this around, but it depends on you, okay? What other messages for Sagittarius? Any other messages for Sagittarius? And we're going to move on to... Whoa. Sorry. I lose them on the floor like all the time. Take whatever came out. What we got here? Healing the past. I step into my future with strength and clarity and breaking barriers. I'm expanding beyond limitations into joy and freedom. So I definitely feel like that taking some time out for this stuff is going to first show you what needs to be healed in the past and how to heal it, how to let that go, how to forgive yourself and others, and then stepping into the strength and clarity of the situation so that you can move forward into the future, right? And then breaking those barriers, that is the wall that I'm telling you, that I'm seeing here. This wall that you've built up to keep people out because you don't want to be hurt. But yet you can't fully transform in that either. You can see outside that gate, right? You can see outside that wall. And you might have a lovely little space right here where you're comfortable. But I'm telling you, there's a whole world out there to explore. And Sagittarius, come on. You guys are meant to explore. We talked about that in the beginning. I'm expanding beyond limitations into joy and freedom. Expanding beyond limitations. This self-sabotage. You put those limitations on yourself. Your poverty consciousness, the lack consciousness. I don't have. But I want. What do you already have, though? Can you start there? Can you have joy and freedom right now where you are? Is that possible? You know, what do you think? Put it in the comments. Tell me what you think, okay? All right, Saggies, if you are in a relationship with someone, this is your message. Those of you coupled, already in a relationship, and you just want a message, where to take things, how to take things, whatever. Any Saggies who are already coupled, any Saggies who are already coupled, the next 6 months, what's something? All right, what do you got here? Time. You are trying too hard. Give it time. Wow. That's like a third eye on the tree. Huh. That's pretty cool. Okay, so basically relax. Let it unfold how it needs to, all right? Don't rush things. Don't push things. It seems like you've got your own inner stuff to work on, and your career might need some attention. So don't rush things or push things any further in love either. Okay? Give it time. Meaning, give your relationship time. Take time out for your relationship is what I mean. Take time out together. Go do something. Make sure it's on a weekly basis or even a daily basis if you can. Because even 20 minutes a day, if you can squeeze that in where you haven't been giving 20 minutes a day before, it's something. It's connecting. Okay? Make it meaningful. Talk to each other. Make it count. No small talk. No quickie. Anything. Okay? Make that 20 minutes the 19 minutes and 59 seconds of just you pouring into each other. Okay? Give everything you got. This is for people who are not coupled. Messages from your person. I focused on you instead of my pain. This could be you, Sagittarius, saying that to your person because you were focusing too much on them instead of your own trauma, what needed to be healed, okay? This could also be their own. They need to focus on their own trauma and heal from their own pain instead of worrying about what you're doing and where you're going and whatever, you know? Okay, if it's not meant to be, then you do you and they do them. And both of you stay out of each other. Like, you know, if you're in separation, then maybe that's for a reason. because there's work you need to do on you, right? None of us ever want to hear that, but it's kind of how it is. Messages from Saggy's person. Any messages from Saggy's person to them? If they are in no contact right now, what are things that they would like to say to Sag or like them to know? Sagittarius. I'm not wanting to say much. I scared myself that day. This card keeps popping out. A lot of people must be really scared of how they acted or what they did. You're so easy to see through. Maybe they thought you were lying. I need to focus on my healing. There it is again. That's the same thing, guys. Like, you need to focus on yours. They need to focus on theirs. If you are not coupled right now, then I would say stay single. Stay single for the next 6 months. And I'm not kidding either. 6 months. No flings, no nothing. Your body language says so much. That one's come out several times too. So be careful of your body language, because even flirting, you might get yourself in trouble, you know. You might give people the wrong idea. Be careful that you're not, you know, taking your body language to offend someone. You're listening, you're giving eye contact, you're, if you're hugging someone, it's not hugging so long that it feels awkward. I don't know. You broke my heart. Well, Sag, I mean, you guys are heartbreakers, so you probably expect that anyway, don't you? Other messages for Sagittarius from their former loved one or one in no contact. I'm not financially stable and I still feel the pain. All right. It's very self-explanatory, right? They need to get their stuff together, I guess, is what it is. But they're really hurt and heartbroken. Maybe they're not stable because, you know, when you guys were together, you didn't help. You didn't carry your own weight. I mean, think about that too. Like, do you own a part in any of that? Because if you do, that's part of that healing, is owning your own mistakes, apologizing, you know, all that good stuff. What is the spirit animal message for Sagittarius? It's very important to be open and honest. Even if you're not with someone anymore, if you do get the chance to reconnect, or they open up, they come out. Take some time out of your usual life and spend it in solitude. You're too enmeshed in this situation, so step back and see the bigger picture before making any decisions or taking action. They're asking you to step back. That's huge right there, okay? That's huge. Let's get some angel numbers for you. 340, all of heaven is watching over you and answering your prayers. 761, you'll have enough money to pay your bills and meet your needs, provided that you stay on the path of positive thinking and divinely guided action. 815, your new practice of affirmations and visualization is having beneficial effect on your career and finances. That's great. It's great because, again, it's meditation. You're going to get the affirmations that you need for that new career. New money coming in, all that kind of good stuff, okay? Remember, they're guiding you. So you just have to stay true to yourself and stay true to others. Remember, love is your anchor, okay? No more self-sabotage, Saggies. No more self-sabotage. You've got to think about what you want and how you're going to get it every single step of the way, okay? And if you end up blowing up, being triggered, messing up some way, somehow, you're going to knock that off the path. Even if you can get right back on it again, it's so hard to stay on it. It's so hard. All right, that's what I have for you, Sag.